Hey everybody, Kalma here, and this week I'm going to be talking about blouses. So a big problem that I know a lot of people have with buying blouses for Lolita is it's either too much or you don't fit into them, and I have both of those problems. I personally don't think spending more than $40 on a blouse is really worth it, unless it's like made of a really high quality material or something. And the only blouses I've ever fit into that are from brands are usually from Metamorphose. And they're usually the ones that are fully, like the whole thing is sheared, so that doesn't really fit into my style of Lolita, so I don't really want to buy them. So today I'm going to be talking about some tips and tricks and showing you examples of things that I found at thrift stores that fit into Lolita that don't cost anywhere near as much. So all the blouses and different things that I found at thrift stores are usually $7 or under, which is infinitely cheaper than buying the $60+ blouses from brands, which can get very expensive. So the first example I have is what I'm wearing now, this little shrug thing. It's just this little thing that has armholes that fits over my shoulders so it stays on. And this is really perfect for me because here it gets crazy hot all the time, so this is really great if I don't want to wear something underneath a JSK. So this I think I got for like $6 and it's totally worth it. It's beautiful, it looks fine with Lolita, it totally works as like kind of like a bolero. And all the other blouses I found, like I said, were like $7 or under. I have this one, which is my favorite. It's just this nice high collared blouse, it's long sleeved, and this is basically exactly what I was looking for. I just happened to find it in a thrift shop. I just got really lucky with this one, which is kind of all thrifting is about. I found this white blouse. It's really nice. It has some lace here, kind of has that bib looking design like a Peter Pan collar, and this is like a 3/4 sleeve blouse, so it's kind of nice to wear when it's like starting to get cool, but it's not quite cool enough yet for long sleeves. This one is another blouse that I found that's perfect for winter. It ties up here, which is really cute. It's nice and sheer, it has this bib design on it, and the sleeves are a little poofy. This one's actually from H&M, I think, but I found it in a thrift store for I think like $4. And this is the most recent blouse that I've thrifted. I know it's a shiny material, but it actually looks surprisingly okay with Lolita. Like, it doesn't really... I know like shiny material is supposed to equal cheap, but this actually looks really good with Lolita, and I actually really like this blouse. It has all this ruffle here, has this tie on the collar, and it actually works really well with Lolita. So now that you've seen some examples of what to look for at a thrift store, I'm going to give you some tips. So the first and biggest tip that I can give you is go in with an open mind. Try not to go in looking for something extremely specific. Every time that I've gone in looking for blouses for Lolita in a thrift store, I have always just had a color in mind. Like I either want black or I want white. One time I went in looking for like kind of like a burgundy color because my Horror Garden JSK is like a burgundy color, but I couldn't find any, and that's okay, sometimes that happens. So I usually try to just like keep a color in mind and maybe the kind of collar I want. Like when I found that high collared one, I was looking specifically for high collared long sleeve blouses, and I just happened to find the perfect one. That's not going to always happen. It's taken me quite a few trips to thrift stores just to get these 5 different items, but each of them works perfectly in my wardrobe and they're all absolutely perfect for Lolita. The second suggestion or tip that I have is go through everything. Go through every rack, even if it's not actually for blouses specifically. Just go through the rack, because people put stuff in the wrong place all the time. So make sure you look through every single rack, every bin if they have bins. Just look everywhere and look for everything. Make sure that you're not missing a single thing. My third tip is if you are looking for something specific, don't be disappointed if you don't find it, and make sure you go out again at some point to look for it again. Don't give up if you go thrifting for the first time and don't find anything that works. Don't give up, because eventually you'll find something that works. You'll find something that falls at least a little bit into what you're looking for. Keep giving it chances and keep trying to find blouses that you like. If you find a blouse and it's not exactly what you're looking for, always remember that you can also thrift things like lace or material, because you can always add on lace or add on ruffles or whatever you want to do to finish up the blouse. So you can always also kind of DIY it and make it into the kind of blouse that you want. My last tip is black and white are the easiest to find. Other colors are going to be very hard to find, like pink, blue, green, tan, cream, whatever you want. Anything but black and white is going to be a little harder to find, but again, don't give up. If you're trying to find a specific color, you can always check the material of a blouse. Some blouses, if you buy them white, you'll be able to dye to the color that you want, depending on the material. I believe cotton's the easiest to dye. I don't remember, I don't quite know, but there are different kinds of dyes that you can use too for like synthetic materials and things like that. So if you can't find a blouse in the color you want, you can always just dye it. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that it helped you out. If you have any more questions about thrifting for blouses for Lolita, just leave them in the comments below or message me on my Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I post once a week. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.